All right. Coming on live. Hello. It's Naomi from My Queer Nest. The name of the business is still the Postpartum Nest. That takes more time to change. For now, it's just the Instagram handle. Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. So I want to talk about my coming out story. I'm coming on to talk about coming out. It's been a trip so far. There's been really great moments where people of the community have come to me and just been so grateful that I've come out and made this change for the community and become a birth professional for the queer community. And there's been a lot of hard conversations with my family members, a lot of mind work of my own, a lot of figuring out what it means to be gender queer and queer in sexuality / pansexual. It's been a really interesting journey, and I just wanted to talk about that, because I know that a lot of people can relate to this. Everybody in the LGBTQ community, I imagine, has had times where they have to come out to people, and I didn't feel like I needed to. I felt always like, oh, I know who I am, so why do I need to, make it public or talk to others about it? It's my personal life, it's my private life, it doesn't matter. But now I've woken up and just see, what? It does matter. Hi, Mama. So there's been hard conversations. My parents, they're more traditional, and as mom, I'm sure you will attest, it is confusing. It's not how my parents' generation, and certainly not how they were brought up. So there's a lot of confusion around what it means to be a queer person. And that's no fault of theirs, absolutely. And it's hard to answer some of the questions that they have. And, there are some assumptions about the queer community that I have experienced in this coming out journey, which is does this mean your marriage is gonna end? Does this mean that you are unhappy in your marriage? Do you want to leave your marriage? And this is a huge myth that I'm realizing is just because I am queer and I've known that I'm queer, but I haven't really fully embodied or stepped into that truth, it doesn't mean I've known that and my partner knows that and we're all on the same page and we got married happily. This doesn't mean that I desire to be unfaithful or that I'm missing anything or that I need anything else. I am completely happy, and me stepping into my truth doesn't mean that I need to look for happiness elsewhere outside of my relationship. And this is a really interesting concept because I think in the media and in the stories that we've heard, mostly in the older generation, are the sensational stories, the very dramatic stories where people weren't living in their truth. They got married in a heterosexual marriage and then, came into their truth years down the road, and then it's there's this big implosion and a big crisis and change, and that's not the overall truth. It's not what is happening. There's no implosion happening here. I'm super happy in the relationship. My spouse is super happy in the relationship. And so it's been really interesting, like, trying to understand why these questions are coming to me of like, does your spouse know? What does he say about this? How does he feel about this? Well, he knows. He knows me. He knows who I am. He knows all about me. And he accepts me for who I am, and he loves me, and we got married, and we are very happy. And that's incredible that he is such a great, amazing ally to me in that sense that he supports me and who I truly am. And he always has. Whoops, my battery's dying. I better plug in. He's an incredible person. He has always been supportive of me. Hey, Kathleen. He's always been supportive of me. As you may or may not know, I have decided to fully embrace my body hair, and that's been a whole journey in itself, and that I'm realizing was part of my genderqueer journey. And he's always been so supportive of me and me, like, stepping into my real truth and me embracing who I am and loving who I am and owning who I am, because I've gone literally my entire life not being true to myself and trying to conform to what people wanted me to be and to try and fit in the very specific mold that is womanhood and femininity. And, I never really fit in. I had a really hard time growing up, making girl friendships and, like, feeling part of the group, and I never understood why. I just can't super relate to the girls that were really comfortable in their femininity. I experienced a lot of bullying along the lines as I grew up. And I didn't really understand who I was, and there was a lot of pressure to conform, so to wear makeup, shave the legs or wax, grow the hair long, all of the things that are very feminine are is what's celebrated for females. So it's been a journey. It's been a long time coming. So it feels so liberating to finally, like, make this shift and understand myself better, and to be able to move forward and find my community that really understands me. And my friends have been super supportive. I do have a group of friends that are super supportive of me. And the conversations around coming out have been super interesting. Not only about the current relationship that I'm in, but also, like, about just what it means in terms of my body and my hormonal balance. And the question has come up, well, have you seen a hormone doctor? And no, I haven't, and I don't desire to, because this journey is leading me towards really fully accepting myself the way I am, and I don't believe that there's anything wrong with me or that I need to talk to a doctor about. I feel super happy and super in love with this new person, this new truth that I'm stepping into, that's always been me. But I haven't put words on it. I haven't been open about it. I have been so closed. It's insane. And only recently have I really been starting to embrace myself and just be my authentic self. I have, oh my God, for so long just trying to be what society wants, what people want, what appeals to people and what's most palatable to people. And it's intense, like, it's really intense. And so being able to break out of that has been super freeing for me. And along with the hard conversations the questions, there's also been incredible support. People who have come to me and thanked me for what I'm doing for the queer community, increasing visibility, being brave and just putting myself out there very vulnerably. And people have really thanked me for making this my business mandate now to serve the queer community when it comes to birth and postpartum, because it's lacking severely. And kudos to the people who are already in this space doing the work. Sorry, I have like kinetic sand on me from my daughter. Kudos to the people who are in this community doing the work before me. Honestly, I can't say enough good things about the people before me and the people who are doing this alongside me. I can't wait to network more and meet more people, more folks in this space. But just people have come to me and really thanked me for pushing this agenda forward, opening the visibility, creating more options for people who identify as queer, who want to have a safe space where they can process and experience joy in their parenting journey. That shouldn't be a privilege. That shouldn't be a privilege that only, certain people who identify as heterosexual or cisgender women. That shouldn't be a privilege that only they can experience this parenting joy and through the journey and safety and visibility and support. And I don't know if I said safety, but hey everybody, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. If anyone has questions, please, this is a safe space. I won't be tolerating any really hurtful things, obviously, but if anyone has any questions for me or wants to tell their own story, please comment. You are more than welcome. I just wanted to put that out there. Any questions for me about my coming out journey? So far, it hasn't been long. It's only been a week or so, maybe a bit more now. But it's been intense, and there's a lot of I had no idea, and that's part of it. That's part of the coming out process is people are gonna find out. That's part of coming out, is becoming more public, becoming more open about yourself. And some people are gonna not have had any idea. That's kind of the nature of it. And it's hard to know what to say when people say that. It's I was keeping it pretty under wraps. I didn't really talk about it much. If I did, it was with my very, very close circle. Thank you, Amanda. Hey, Naomi. Yes, now the account name change makes sense. Yes, thank you. I also did a live. Thank you, Amanda. So happy for you. Thank you so much. I also did a live last week where I talked about the change as well and what brought it on. So if you're interested, I talk a lot more there as well. So this is a journey. Thank you so much for being on it with me. I'm learning as I go as well. I think we all are. We're just trying to figure ourselves out and be authentic, and that's an incredibly brave thing to do, is be authentic and be ourselves, even if it's not who others want us to be. I think that's a huge realization, is people want us to be something and we're not always that thing, and we're gonna let people down, and and you just move forward. You find the people who love you, and some people will love you throughout the transition, and that's incredible and amazing. And also finding your new community, my new community that will celebrate and will, have a lot of things to talk about in common. And I've already had people reach out to me and we've become friends and talked about our experience a little bit, and it's been amazing. And it's been hard as well. It's not just rainbows and pride flags. it's been hard. It's been really scary to put myself out there publicly when I'm usually a very private person. So it's been scary. Of course, we know that the whole world isn't friendly and loving and safe for people who are part of the LGBTQ community. And so it's scary. It is scary to put ourselves out there still. And I'm so appreciative for the people who do create safe spaces and who do support us and, who are amazing allies. It's just incredible. And it feels incredible to step into my truth. I've honestly just been not doing that a lot. And I'd say, like, since, hi Mella, I'd say honestly the birth of my daughter really helped me, and like going through that process and really pushed this agenda forward for me, because you step into this birth realm and it is hyper feminine. It is hyper feminine and cis normative and heteronormative, and as a queer person going into that, it's like, whoa, I don't align with all this. Like, and also I'm in a relationship that appears very hetero, very straight appearing relationship. So my whole experience could be completely lost in this experience, and it just, the assumptions that are made, and you just get put into this very feminine journey and space. And I identified with some of it, and there are some things that I did not identify with. One thing that I know for sure was I made it super clear with my birth team, like, I don't want you to tell me when my baby is born what their sex is. And I didn't know what the sex of my baby was as I was pregnant. I didn't want to know. And as soon as she was born, I made sure, I told them in advance, I'm like, I don't want it to be screamed out. I don't care. I truly don't care in the moment what genitalia this baby has. All I want to focus on is the fact that I just birthed them. Hey Julia. Hey, welcome. So that was a big one for me, was the sex of my baby. It's so cared about. It blows my mind, and it's fine if you care, but I did not care. I didn't care. Like, truthfully, I did not care. If people asked me, do I want a boy? Do I want a girl? It was so not me. And so it's so easy to feel unsafe in the pregnancy journey in that way, that people place their assumptions on you. They just, I don't know, it's just becomes so hetero and cis normative. And so finding professionals that can be allies to you or part of the community and understand this and help you feel comfortable and at ease and seen, oh my God, it's like a game changer. And that's what I'm trying to do for my community now, is be a professional in the birth realm, postpartum realm, who does create a safe space for my queer community to go through this journey and not be inundated with feminine ideals and gender normativity and caring so much about babies' sex and heteronormativity of dads and moms and partners. And there's just so much beautiful diversity that can be had here, and beautiful unique experiences that each person can go through when it comes to having a child. So anyway, I'm off topic. This was supposed to be my coming out story and how it's going so far. It's amazing, and it's also challenging. There are some questions that I'm still trying to find out answers to, but it's amazing to have these conversations with people too, because it shows that people are open and accepting and want to chat about things that they might not understand. So that feels nice, right? That feels like progress. I haven't experienced like serious homophobia or anything yet, thankfully. Yeah, and if anything, I've experienced an enormous amount of support and love. So if anyone who has joined in the past few minutes wants to chime in or ask a question or share their own journey, let me know, because I am here to have a conversation. I don't just need to like talk at you. I'm here. I just it's so fun. And I just did a story about the fact that I can now comfortably wear a red lip and also, have upper lip hair, like a mustache. I can wear feminine clothes and have arm hair and underarm hair and rock that and be fine with that. I'm playing with my gender. That's what it is. It's like I do not fit in a box. I don't fit in a box. I don't fit in with the feminine and I like woman, and I don't fit in with masculine and man. I am in between, and I change, and I find beauty in that, and that's my literally lived truth and experience. And it feels amazing to accept that about myself, because it has been a long time coming, especially in terms of body hair. Like it is so not accepted yet for like women to have hair, and I want to change that, but I also just want to feel comfortable in who I am. So identifying as queer has really helped me feel better about myself and my decisions and how I operate in this world. And hopefully we'll get to a place where, it can be super fluid and people accept that about themselves more, and we don't try to put people in these boxes, and I think we're going in that direction, but I'm just happy to be here for myself and live my truth, and I'm so grateful for everyone who's here and listening to me and witnessing my story and supporting me and my journey. If you have any questions or want to chat, or you yourself are considering your sexuality or your gender identity, if you feel like you land somewhere in the spectrum and you don't quite know where you are, I am always here. You can always come to me. You are safe here. You are loved here, no matter how you identify or how you feel or how you operate in the world. You are safe here and welcomed here. And if you have friends or family, anyone you know that you think is part of this community and could really benefit from making more contacts within the community, knowing another birth worker in the community, please send them my way. This is like so important to me that I serve the community. And yeah, like I don't know what else to say for now. This has been awesome. I'm so grateful that you guys showed up. Amanda says, I like how you mentioned we don't have to fit into a box. There are days that I feel like there's more of a masculine energy and days where there's more feminine energy. Yes. And also embracing both at the same time. Yes. Absolutely, Amanda. 100%. I'm like literally tearing up because it's like you're allowed. I'm allowed. We're allowed. It's allowed. We're allowed to be. We are. We don't have to hide certain things. We don't have to change our bodies. We don't have to go see a doctor because something's wrong with us. No. We are beautiful however we are. Yes. Like, how fucking stunning and amazing is this? Like, I just feel so glad that we can have these conversations. I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that I realize this. I feel like a dinosaur. I'm 27, almost 28 years old, and I feel like a dinosaur that I'm just kind of coming out now. I told my parents, I'm like, you're lucky that I'm coming out now, because if I came out years ago, you'd be freaking out about if you're gonna have a grandkid from me, and who am I gonna bring home to you? So you're lucky. I'm happy. I'm in a happy relationship. Just be happy for me. That's easy. Oh my God, it's been such a journey. It's been a journey. So, yeah, this is so fun. I'm having fun. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to be here. I'm lit up. Hey. I'm loving that people are still coming in and joining. I know I'm like near the end of this live. I'm gonna post it to IGTV, because these conversations need to be had, even if people aren't live with me right now. And yeah, I'm just so excited to live more in my truth now and be more visible, because I've been making my parts of me invisible, wearing certain things or not wearing certain things, or just being so insecure with myself because I didn't really know where I fit in. Now I know what I'm doing. I know who I am. It's incredible. This gives me more resiliency too, for if I do experience some kind of discrimination or something. This actually galvanizes me and gives me confidence to like stand up for myself. I don't know, some people might have seen, I did a live earlier in the summer about my body hair and how I experienced like an act of hate while I was rollerblading down at the beach. And you know what? Every day that I go down to the beach and rollerblade, and I'm wearing whatever I'm wearing, because it's summer, right? So we're allowed to show our bodies. It's summer, it's hot. I need to wear shorts. I can't just wear pants all the time, nor do I want to. And people see me and they see that I have leg hair, and it's so confusing for people. And some people, give me looks, and it's just every day. It's my everyday truth, unfortunately. And I'm learning to accept it and to gain resiliency and confidence in it. Like, if you asked me last year if I would wear, exercise shorts out in public and not shave my legs down, I'd be like, oh my God, you're crazy. You're crazy. If I need to go out in public, I'll wear pants, I'll wear a maxi dress, but I can't. But this year, I am living my truth. It's scary as F. It is scary because I get looks and I feel like people are judging me, and like there's eyes burning holes in my body. And one person even went so far as to verbally like accost me. So this is like part of it, right? This is all part of the coming out process. Is there's roses and there's thorns. It's like so complex. It's such a complex situation. Yeah, it is. It's a profound journey. And I keep saying that because literally we learn more and more and more every day about ourselves. I don't think we ever get done. I don't think we ever finish like learning about ourselves. I don't know. Maybe. Let me know. Like, I don't know. Do you guys feel like you 100% you're done? There's nothing else to know about yourself. You know 100% everything. I feel like that's not me. I feel like I'm constantly learning. So for me, it's a journey. Everything's a journey for me. Parenting is a journey. Okay. So you'll see that in my marketing a lot, the word journey, because I can't find a better word to describe it. It's literally, that's it. Every day we're just learning. Everything is data. We're just learning as we go. We're taking everything in stride and trying to learn from it the best we can and move forward. And that's what I'm doing here. And I hope that my queer nest will continue to grow, and my community will continue to grow, and I hope that I can serve my community, my queer community, as a postpartum and consultant and doula. And I'm going to try and expand my knowledge to go more into pregnancy and birth, whereas I focus a lot up until now on the postpartum, but I recognize that the queer experience starts way sooner than that, and there's not as much safe information about the whole journey. Whereas when I was working with everybody, I felt, oh, okay, there's a lot of info out there about pregnancy and birth. Let me just focus on postpartum. Whereas now I'm kind of going backwards on that and saying, well, the queer experience, it starts way earlier. Fertility, conception, adoption, it looks so different for different people. So I need to expand my approach and not just focus on the postpartum. So I think I'll call it there. I don't have anything else to say in this immediate moment, and I don't think there's any more questions or comments. So thank you everyone who has dropped in here and been part of the conversation and sent some love and just been part of this. And I hope you'll stick around. I hope you'll just keep being part of the journey, and I would love to keep the conversation going. If you if you're here, it means you love me. I feel loved, okay? So let's just we can keep the conversation going, and this is our place. This is our place. This is it. Thank you for being here. And so much love. Amanda says, thank you so much for being so open. It is my pleasure. I was a little nervous, to be honest, for this live, but it needed to be done. Just like everything lately in this journey, in this coming out process, it's been nerve-wracking and scary, but it needs to be done. I want to talk to people. I want to open the conversation. I want people to know that they are okay as they are. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing that you need to change. And you're welcome here, and let's make sure you have an amazing experience, and that you find your community and you find love and acceptance. That is the ultimate goal here. So Mela says, we do love you. Thank you, Mela. I love you too. All the way from Portugal. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you around. Have a good day. Bye. Mwah.